So buying a Sunset Orange Metallic 340i and then going through the whole build process has been such an amazing experience. But let me tell you, this is going to be a hard video for me to make. I knew I was going to go hard on this build, and I'm glad I did. You know, I've met a lot of great friends in the process. The money could have easily been invested elsewhere for a greater ROI, but just the overall enjoyment this car has brought to me and the friends that I've made along the way has been priceless. So now let's start adding up all of the cost of the modifications that I've done to my car. You know, I already know the grand total. I would always keep up with every mod that I buy and how much I'm spending. But now let's break it down for you all on the channel, just so you could know what it would take to build a 340 of this level. For the most part, I'm going to use the retail prices of all the modifications that I've done, and I'll also leave a link to every single mod in the description below so you can check those out. And I do have to mention that some of these parts I did get a heavy discount on. I also bought some parts used and then got sponsorship deals on other parts, so keep that in mind. So in the end, I'll add up the grand total of how much it would take to buy all these parts at retail and about an estimation of what I spent. Speaking about sponsorships and discounts, this video is sponsored by Simply Carbon Fiber. So Simply Carbon Fiber is running their Black Friday sale right now. You can get 70% off on their store. The sale is going on now up until November 25th, so make sure you get yours while supplies last. You can go ahead and cop yourself one of these awesome carbon fiber money clips, and has a clip on the back for cash, and then it can hold up to 4 to 6 credit cards. I usually hold a little bit more, but yeah, I've been using this wallet now for a few months and I love it. They also have a variety of forged carbon fiber accessories along with watches and really cool sunglasses, so make sure you check them out. Use the link down below and get yourself some carbon fiber accessories for 70% off. Also, if the Black Friday sale has ended, you can use my code SKIRT10 to get 10% off. That's SKRT 10 to get 10% off an item in the store. All right, let's get into the mod list. So starting off with the exterior, we have tint. Of course, you gotta get tints. So I spent a small 120 to get my side windows and my rear window tinted, but the guy who I paid didn't really do a good job, hence the price. You get what you pay for. So I had alligator window tint come back by, paid him $250, redo the front 2 windows, the side windows, and then apply a ceramic tint on the front windshield. It's clutch, especially in Florida during the summer. Rejects a lot of that heat coming in. Then we have the GTS hood, replica hood. It's aluminum, so that costed $850. And then to get it paint matched was $1,100 out the door. PPF was $560, and that also included my mirrors and B-pillars as well. And then we have the IND roundels. So these are the blacked out roundels, got rid of the chrome. And so those costed $245 for the front and the back roundel. And then I got the IND paint match reflectors, and those costed $108. And then I did the fog light delete, and that costed $130, basically just to get the vents to replace the fog light vents, or like the grill vents. The front lip, a lot of people ask me what front lip is that, so it's the carbon fiber Vera style front lip. And I got this for $300 from European Society Motorsports, and then add on $70 for the lip guard that goes at the bottom so it protects it from scraping. And then when I first got the car, I also had the entire front bumper PPF, and that costed around $550. I got the Golden Wrench Blackline turn signal overlays. So I love this mod. It's only 25 bucks, and it's just a sticker that goes over the turn signals to black them out, and I think it looks really good. Moving on to wheels and tires, I thankfully got a sponsorship with Vision Forged. They're a new forged wheel company out in LA. They also make bespoke custom wheels. And so I saw this style that they had made for someone else, and I wanted to run with that. And they allowed me to do any customization that I wanted to the rim. And so I got my center caps custom and just left it plain everywhere else. I just wanted a clean, simple look. And so if you don't have the sponsorship, I think for the 19-inch wheels, it's around $3,000, and then shipping, of course, you have to pay shipping if you're not local to Southern California, and that's around $400. And then the tires, PS4S by Michelin, those costed, at the time, $1,224 for all 4 of them. And I remember I did get like a coupon discount, so I paid a little bit less than that. And then you also have to pay to get them mounted and balanced, so I didn't factor that in. In addition, I did do the stud conversion kit on the wheels. So that's from Keys Motorsport. It's motorsport hardware. and that costed $134. And then mud flaps, I got those from Tommy Lee Garage. He custom makes them in his own home, and those costed $120. It comes with all the appropriate hardware too. And I went ahead and transferred those from my last F30, so that was pretty convenient there. But we'll still add that into the total cost. Carbon fiber side skirts, I got those for $310 from eBay. And then moving on to the rear, we got the carbon fiber 3D style rear spoiler from Monaco Motorsports, and this costed $300. And the carbon rear diffuser from Monaco as well costed $460. And the rear bumper extensions cost $350 from Monaco Motorsports. I did not pay full price for these items. I got these at a discount. But make sure you look around also on eBay even. Like, I found the rear bumper extensions used on eBay for the low. So that was always convenient. Moving on to the exhaust, we have the Remus Axleback exhaust, which is pretty expensive. That's $1,300 from Extreme Powerhouse. However, they gave me a slight discount on that, so I didn't pay full price. And resonator deletes, that just costed $150 from Muffler Man here in Apopka, just a local shop. And then the B58 license plate frame from NorCal Dynamics, that cost $35. And then H&R Sport Springs, I forgot that on the wheels. That costed $247. And then thanks to my friend Ben, the GOAT, Shame S55 on Instagram and Shrug Media on YouTube, he helped me install them in his shop, so saved a lot there. Huge shout out to him. Make sure you guys give him a follow. Alright, so moving on to the interior of the car, we have M Performance steering wheel. So I got this actually hardly used from a friend. He didn't like how it matched with the blue in his interior when the stripe is red on the top. So I got that at a little discount, and then to get this retail, it's $875 from getbmwparts.com. And then on the wheel, I also did change out the paddle shifters to some dry carbon looking paddle shifters, like $85 from eBay. It's the only like dry carbon kind of style I could find. I'm thinking about changing them, you know, to just like a plain black, like aluminum paddle shifter, which would be a lot more sturdy, but we'll see. And moving on to the rest of the M Performance trim. So we got the Alcantara interior trim that just goes on the dash and around the vents. That cost $850 and I got it from eBay, and at the time I didn't realize it didn't come with the rear door handles, so I don't have those in the car. But no, I don't really mind. Like, I don't really have anyone that's in the back seat anyways majority of the time, so it doesn't really bother me. I never see them. Dry carbon fiber and Alcantara e-brake handle, that cost $173. And then the M Performance shift knob was $253. And then the BMW M Performance gear shift trim cover, so that's just the cover that goes beneath the shifter, that costed $130. Paid quite the pretty penny for all these OEM BMW M Performance upgrades in the interior, but it's a complete game changer in the cabin. And then I also did upgrade my screen from the 6.5-inch screen to the 8.8-inch screen. And it's an OEM screen. My buddy Jonathan, huge shout out to him, Tozens on Instagram. He's also on YouTube, so follow him there. And he snagged this for me for like $250, which is an absolute steal. So always be on the lookout on the forums for any of the mods that you want to get before you pay full price. Normally a screen like that's like $800. And then coding in Apple CarPlay and the screen, it was $300 from Remote Bimmer. The Uniden radar, that I also got on a big sale from Amazon. So $375 I paid for that. Normally I think it's close to $500 or something. I'm not sure, but we'll count $375. And then the radar mount mirror tap on Amazon, that's around $20. And then I also got the Uniden radar blend mount, which costed $140. That allows me to mount it up to the rear view mirror, close to it. Now I did also pick up the Blackview dash cam, and that is $550, but it includes a front and a rear, and then a Power Magic battery box so that it can run while the car's not on and not use the car's battery. I paid for a tune, so the boot mode license, that's $595. And then the boot mode map pack bundle, that's another $50. The Dorch Stage 2 high pressure fuel pump, that's the big one. It's $1,800 including sales tax, so we'll count that. And this is one of the mods that I could have, you know, saved some money on. I didn't really have to go stage 2. I could have been just fine with the stage 1, but I wanted the stage 2 in case I was going to upgrade my turbo down the line and get a custom tune, and that would have really just meshed really well together to get the most power possible. But in my opinion, I think all that power, 600 wheel horsepower plus is just unnecessary in my car at this point, for a daily driver. All it's going to do is make it more unreliable, and it has plenty of power right now. If I put in some E85, E50 mix, like 500 wheel horsepower, that's plenty in a 340i, in my opinion. And then we have the Turner Motorsport carbon fiber intake. I love this modification because it just adds that bling to the engine bay, and it's also a performance aspect as well. It doesn't get as hot as aluminum. It sounds amazing, and I paid $595 on Black Friday sale. So speaking of Black Friday, make sure you guys take advantage, copy some mods at a discount. That was around $700 retail normally. VRSF charge pipe, that's $219, and then the VRSF downpipe is about $300, but I don't even know if you can get the downpipe right now. I looked on their site and it's not even there, so not sure what happened there. And the Ross Racing PCV kit delete and oil catch can combo. So this costed $550. He gave me a small discount on that, but this will cost you $550, and this will pretty much bulletproof your PCV system, so you don't ever have to deal with replacing that. So it's a nice peace of mind there. And then the oil catch can too preserves your engine for the long run. So in addition to all these mods, I also did get the XHP license and map pack bundle. So that's $312, and that's like the stage 1, 2, and 3 maps for the transmission, the ZF 8-speed. So definitely recommend this if you're going to tune the car and have all these other power mods to go with it. Alright, so the moment of truth, the grand total of what it would cost someone to build this car paying pretty much full price for most of these items, and that's $20,000, $264.99. So not cheap at the end of the day, and it always pains me to reminisce on how much money I've spent. I didn't spend 20 grand, but I spent, over 10. That's almost in 2 years too, but still, that's a good chunk of change. But this is my plan, to go pretty hard on this build compared to my last 328i, which I just did, minimal mods. I didn't go too crazy with the carbon, and that's also a lot of money on the exterior. And then of course the M Performance OEM interior parts are not cheap. It really is true what they say, you have to pay to play, and I certainly did with this build. Some of you may be saying, well, why don't you just buy an M car? You would have paid the same price overall. I mean, that's true, but M cars also cost a lot more to maintain and modify. So I just wanted to get into a 340i, do the build for the YouTube channel, and that way I could pay lesser for the car and have more money to do the aftermarket modifications. Plus the B58 platform is just amazing. It's such a good motor, and even though it's faster than a stock competition F8X, it still doesn't have the handling to keep up with it. So that's something to consider when buying one of these cars. But overall, I can't complain because it's more comfortable than an F8X at the end of the day. So it's more geared towards a daily driver car for me. And I cannot thank you all enough for watching the channel. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have gone so far with this build, and I'm loving every minute of it. The car is just so much fun to drive. Even though there's not many more mods that I can do to the car, I could still upgrade the brakes. I could do coilovers, but I'm not going to spend that much more money on the car, honestly. And there may be a new car replacing it sometime next year, so we will see. You'll have to stay tuned to find out. So for now, I'm just going to keep enjoying the car, maybe even take it to a track day here soon in the future. I know that would be a lot of fun to take you all along with me, vlog the process, and it would be my first track day experience. So that's something that I've been really wanting to do, and hopefully I can do it here soon. In the meantime, I will continue to be making content. Let me know if there's any content that you would like me to make that you want to see, and I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.